This is the Small Town Big Talk Show, the only place where you can listen in on real life conversations about the challenges and the joys of living in a small town. I'm your host, Rebecca Undum, and each week a guest will join me as we tackle one topic that more than likely we're all feeling or have thought about, but of course, no one wants to talk about. Let's chat. My guest on today's episode is the one and only Shara Fischer. She is BFF-Shara. She's the one who had me at Meow. And today we sit down, albeit in a very noisy coffee shop. So I apologize for kind of the difficult audio. But we sit down to talk about her experience. She took what she lovingly calls the year of Shara and really went on a bit of a journey to discover what she wanted out of her career. And she, in the middle of all of that, found herself a little blindsided by some of the feedback, the less favorable feedback she got from people. And so be sure to listen in this episode for two things. One, Shara gives some really great things to think about if you yourself maybe feel stuck, like you're needing a change in your life. And then secondly, for all of us that have been on the receiving end of trying to support somebody that we love and we care about when they're doing something that we just don't get and understand, she gives some really great thoughts about how to be a better friend in how we respond to those situations. So I love her. You guys are going to love her. I can't wait to hear your feedback. So please enjoy this chat with my BFF, Shara. Okay, so kind of the gist of you and me chat today, chatting about is well, career. Because you and I met, I was a banker. You were the
I was
bestest,
a banker.
You were the bestest banker that ever banked.
Yes.
Clearly.
Was.
And then we both pivoted away from financial services. Now you're back in it.
Right.
But I share in the book about how, like, the shame and the uncertainty definitely that I felt coming back to my small town because just nobody ever expected me to.
Right.
I didn't expect to.
Right.
So I felt like, big failure, Rebecca.
Yes.
You know, like, oh, you were making it and now you're living with your mom.
Right.
You're knocked up. It's terrible, right? But through all that, you've been one of my just dearest people. So I love you so much. And I know that that's something that you experienced in your career. And so I just think what I try to encourage women, like the women that are going to be watching this, that it is actually okay to wander a little bit.
Right. I think it's so interesting that when raising our kids and through different stages, we tell them, try this, try this, try this.
Right.
And then you get to be an adult and you think, I've been a banker for a long time. It feels familiar. It feels not challenging anymore. It's time for us to do something different. And then every sign, every gut feeling, every friend will say, why would you do that? Why would you want to try something new?
Right.
Well,
Aren't you comfortable?
Yeah.
Aren't you successful?
Oh, comfortable. That word. I think we strive for it. You know, you get out of college and you want some stability, you want some comfort.
Right.
And then you get to a point where that's what you have. You need something new.
100%.
But everything in your body will say, no, just stick where it's comfortable. And you're an outlier if you do try something different.
In your body and in your circle.
Yes.
So please talk to me about that a little bit because so you were going through this, and you can maybe share a little bit about like what the shift was for you. But when you're talking to me, I'm like, go, sister.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're gonna be fine. But it's because I had done it, lived through it, and I'm like, you'll be okay.
Yes.
I'm like on the other side of the giant river going.
Right. Take
It's
the leap.
okay.
Yes.
You might go under the water a little bit, but you'll be fine. I promise. Like, and everybody else in your life, so many people were not. They were like, what's going on?
You just didn't get it, I think. Yeah.
Right.
And you had gotten it already. And yours was a little different. I mean, a different shift. I was staying in the same house, in the same community.
Yep.
And I think not knowing, I know I couldn't be a banker doing what I was doing anymore. And I worked for a great company, and come to the realization too, they're a great company. I'm a great person. We just don't fit anymore. And that's okay. Can't that be okay? So, I mean, it took probably a year to get there.
Okay. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
Right.
right. That's just it. And there's always the the wanting to place blame. Right. They didn't like you anymore, you didn't like them anymore. No, it wasn't about that. But I did get to the point where I felt like if I came into my office every day, or if I was gone for 3 weeks straight, I don't know that anybody would have noticed. And that is a terrible feeling. It's a terrible place to be in. That's just what it was. I thought, I don't know how to reinvent myself again here within this company.
Right.
They're great. So I just don't fit here anymore.
Felt like stagnation.
Yes.
And I am going to resist stagnation for as long as I'm breathing.
Yes.
That's something I think not everyone's wired like that.
No.
Some people settle quickly into a 40-year career, whatever.
Yes.
I am one of those people.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be one of those people, I don't think.
And I think that the dynamic of your household, for me, played a big role. Yeah. My Aaron Fisher, stable. He wasn't looking to make any big changes. I think.
Well, he was growing within his role, though.
Yes, exactly.
He still had a lot of reinvention that he spoke up to do.
Yes,
for himself.
and so he was okay. So I think it made it easier for me to just take the leap and say, we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine doing this. And I did take my sweet time. We call it the year of Shara.
I love the year of
in my
Shara.
family. And it was just a time to step back and say, what do I actually want? And I did not know the answer to that. There was not a job waiting for me on the other side. There wasn't I'm super passionate about whatever to fill that gap. I still had all of the other stuff that I am involved in to keep that level of connection and involvement. But
and value.
Yeah. Right. And feeling valued and feel like if I missed meetings, they would know.
Contributing.
Yeah. But and then to take, I think, and then pivoting, I did take a role that I thought would be a challenge, and it ended up not being the right fit. And that's another very scary thing. You completely feel like a failure. You think, I took this leap. Can't I be happy in this? Or what's wrong with me that I can't find the right fit? Well, it was one thing. It was one thing. We would never let our kids say, well, I don't like any vegetables because I tried this one and I don't like them anymore. We would make them try 7 of them. Right? Why does it have to be so different with a job or career? The mindset, right?
So what's some of the worst things you've ever said?
Ooh,
I mean, go ahead and feel free to name them.
Okay.
Be like, so and like, go ahead, just call them right now. I'm just kidding.
I'm in a service organization, so there's 60 people at these weekly meetings, and you become like a big old family. Yeah. And the president at the time, he would be going through announcements, and he would literally stop and say, "And Shara, have you found a job yet?" And I finally just said, "Are you going to pay my mortgage? Is that why you're so concerned about it? I'm okay. Aaron Fisher's okay. Our family's okay. Why are you not okay with it?" But way to call me out in front of 60 of my friends.
And then you go, "No, still looking."
Right. And there was plenty of people that said, "You can come work for me." And I thought, I could go work anywhere. I'm not looking to just take something. But they couldn't get that. But we all live lives where we have financial responsibilities.
Right.
So I think that just weighs heavy on people's minds. And we weren't in the position that, of course we need to make money to pay our bills as well, but we never felt like we were so strapped that I couldn't take this
time to figure it out. Right.
Absolutely.
And obviously, let's just be very clear. That's a privilege, right?
Yes.
Your husband, it's not like you were just like, I'm going to hear to myself, like, no matter what was happening.
No.
But I think the problem, and again, it's not a problem, but so many people hate their career or their job. They hate it. They truly hate it. And I just keep saying, what if? And granted, yes, bills need to be paid.
Right.
You need to be financially secure. But most of the time, if people really wanted to, they could do a little exploration. And I'm so freaking proud of you when you went through it, because you are a very public. You're in a lot of organizations and groups, and you're very public. You have a very public face. You work a lot for the community. You do great stuff. But doing that also means you're very on display.
Yes.
And when suddenly you're not working,
yes,
people are it's just, well, and I think, didn't somebody once say to you, we talked about how, like, people judged you because it's something that they personally would never do.
Oh, I got that all the time. I wish I could do that. And I simply would say, you can.
You can.
You can. Mm-hmm. And then they'd have their list of, well, I have a late place and I can't, and my husband would never be. Well, that's fine. But it's still your choice at the end of the day.
100%.
You can. You
100%.
absolutely can.
Yeah.
And nobody's tying you to that desk at that place that you hate.
Right.
And I would guess, I don't own a small business, or a business of any sort, but I would bet that business doesn't like you there either if you don't like to be there.
Right.
So why do we feel so stuck? Why do we feel stuck? It doesn't make sense
Being
to me.
stuck is a choice. It's actually a thought, right? It's a thought about it. You're saying, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, we are creating that reality by the way we think about things. And again, this is barring actual being stuck. Those are obviously outliers. I never want to be flippant about that.
No, right.
But most of the women that I talk to, spend time with, work with, this is a possibility for them.
Yes.
And it was on I told you I did a podcast interview yesterday, and I told her that, like, I went to college, had no idea what I wanted to do. And so I took what seemed the most practical, and I didn't even explore in college as I should have.
Right.
If I could go back to college again, like, this isn't a regret, but I'm just saying, if I had a do-over, I would do it over, and I would do it better. Because there's so many cool things I could have explored. Just dip my toe into it, see what I think. And I didn't do that. Instead, I was like, well, business administration is marketable.
Right.
And so I took all those classes and really maybe didn't even like half of them, but I got a degree. And then it was like, who wants to hire me? Oh, the bank. Great. And it was until we moved back from Montana and I met you, and we started masterminding over Think and Grow Rich. So many hilarious things came out of those conversations where I was like, what is this voodoo? But the thing that I loved the most about it was I had never once considered what I was actually passionate about.
Yes.
I had never been asked the question.
Yes.
When we took aptitude tests in high school, it was about what I was good at.
Mm-hmm.
Aptitude was about being good at something.
Yeah.
And I was good at that. And so were you. So then suddenly you're like, well, you fall into it maybe, or it's a conscious choice, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just chugging along a track.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you go, I don't like the view. I don't like the vehicle I'm in. Damn it, I don't really like this track.
Yeah.
How do I get off now?
Right.
Because really, the only way to get off a track if you're on a train is to derail.
That's exactly it.
And that's,
yes.
And so of course it feels like a failure, but it's not.
Well, and I do
What can you learn about yourself along the way?
Right. Well, I think in that whole Think and Grow Rich, learning what you're passionate about and talking what you're passionate about, that never struck me. It never struck me because I need to try it before I know if I want it.
Right.
Even being involved in the community, I got involved with a host of different organizations, and some were great fits and some were not. But I had to try them out first. Or planning commission, city planning. What do I know about it? Nothing. And I am hugely passionate about it now because I took a leap and gave it a try.
Right.
Same thing with a job. You can interview and you can think you know the culture, you can think you know what you'll be doing, but until you do it, you don't know. So what is our fear of trying? I think it is failure. It's absolutely to have to look your friend in the eye and say, this didn't work. Right. Didn't work.
I think the fear is truly looking stupid. Yeah. So it's the fear. It's the fear of the judgment, right? Of what is everyone who knows me gonna think about this?
Yes.
And it's very hard to navigate that because you know what? People are gonna have opinions.
Yeah.
So like when I speak and I talk about moving back to Oaks and how like I would practically hide in racks of clothing if I would like the first couple months when I was back home. Oh my gosh! And because you'd see them and I'd be like, oh my god, I don't want to tell them I moved. And then eventually I'd be like, oh, I moved back to Oaks, and I would be waiting for them to look at me like, oh,
right, the pity look,
you poor thing,
the tilt head,
the tilt head, like,
yes,
oh, and then maybe a pearl clutch, right? And did that ever actually happen? And I said, no, maybe not, but are there a percentage of people that actually felt that way? Of course there were. Yeah. Because again, they don't understand it.
Right.
But you don't need everybody to understand what you're doing.
No.
Actually,
no.
That's the whole thing. Like, they don't have to get it.
They don't. But I think when you see a pregnant woman and you have all the feels and you want to say these things, or look how big you've gotten, and then like touch the baby bump. But then when you've gone through it, then your whole it like a switch flips, and you're like, I will never touch anybody's belly again because I hated it when it happened to me. I will never comment on anything. I will say like, your hair looks amazing, or you look fantastic, or they didn't have clothes like that when I was pregnant 15 years ago, or whatever.
Right.
You'll know what to say. And very similar with when I meet people that are stuck in a place, or when I meet people that have made a job transition and maybe are feeling that awkward. I feel like I know better what to say now because I've gone through it, and it's like kind of a shame there aren't more of us out there that are proudly saying, yeah, I tried that. It was a train wreck, and glad I did it because I know these things now. But when you're in it, you can't say those words.
Right.
You don't have those feels.
Right. And that's the whole thing. I just felt like what I love the most about this conversation is that I can talk about my experiences all day long, but I still have only one experience. It's just mine, right? And when you went through it, I mean, I really did just feel for you. And at the same time, I was like, she's fine. Like, I knew you were fine. You knew you were fine. But it was like you had to keep convincing everybody else that you were okay. Really, I still have a job, and I'm still okay.
Yes.
And it's really strange. Because what you did was really not that crazy, Shara. And yet, people sure felt like they needed to save you.
Yes, I did feel like I needed to be saved often, and I did. I spent a lot of my time reassuring people, I'm okay, we're all okay, still happy, still here, nothing big. I think that, well, the tipping point was, and in your book you talked about refinishing cabinets.
Yes.
And that was kind of the tipping point for my husband to say, it might be time. I did paint my kitchen cabinets probably 9 months into my year of Shara, and he was like, and we're done now.
Calling this a quarter year, 3/4 of a year, Shara.
It's time to go back. Anyways.
Well, so ultimately, like for the women that are gonna watch this, mostly women watch these episodes.
Right.
What would you like if you could give a piece of advice? Which I always feel like people do not come here for advice.
Right,
We just have
right,
a chat and people
right.
learn from just us having a genuine conversation. But if there's somebody that truly is miserable about something right now, whatever it might be, and let's say not marriage, because I don't exactly say like try people on. Just give it a shot. Like try it.
Right.
But if we're talking career specifically, or maybe where it is where they're living, right? What would you tell them to do or to expect? Because I think, were you a little bit blindsided by some of the strong response?
Yeah, and I think who responded strongly surprised me as well. This is a strong, confident woman in the community. Like, she'll be supportive, and they were more devastated than anything. Like, and maybe it's the reliant on somebody else. Like, then you have to rely on somebody else. There was that part, but I had that, so it was a totally different situation for me. But I think for one thing, when you know it's time to change, or you know something's not right, you need to look at it and say, can I be okay? Well, no, just take at the bank, for example. This is how we got through it. But take a look and say, I could stay in this position and make a decent amount of money and live out my days here. Can I live with that? Because that is definitely an option.
And it's a good option.
And it's a good option. Could I? Could I just leave it the same and be okay? And then I would have to change personally. I would have to get okay with it. Or does the situation need to change where it's still me, but it needs to be at a different place?
Right.
Or is it just do I just need to not even have it be a thing? You can't keep going doing the same thing. Is it me that has to change, or is it the place that has to change essentially?
Right.
Are your two avenues, and which one are you going to be more okay with? And I just knew I wouldn't be okay. It felt bad even taking a paycheck, feeling like you don't care if I'm here. Why are you paying? Why are you paying for me? It doesn't make any sense. But you just have to look and say, can I change my attitude about it, or can I just change the place I'm at? Right. So, and that sometimes it's not an easy answer. And I know I had a choice to make earlier, and I chose to stay, thinking it would be different. There was different leadership, and I gave it a try, and it didn't it didn't change as I wanted it to change. So I felt good that I mean, do I have a little regret not jumping when I did? Well, it would have been a whole different situation then.
Yeah,
But you just have to and I think be confident in your decision. That people have said to me recently, especially being on public boards, where you have to stand behind the decision that you make. So you sometimes have to look in the mirror and say, take the fake question from the fake people asking the fake questions, but and just be able to say in the mirror, I made this choice, and this is why, and practice your answers.
Right.
And just say,
I think the whole thing is I want people, if they're in this situation, to prepare their hearts a little bit, so you're not just like blindsided, because it can hurt.
Yes.
In the moment, especially like you said, depending on who it is.
Yes.
If you think, I totally thought you were going to be behind me on this, and it doesn't mean they're not with you.
Right.
They just, everybody projects.
Yes, that's exactly
all
it.
it is. Every single one of us, we project based on what we've been through, what we know.
Yes.
And so if you've got someone that's never been through it, they don't know what they don't know.
No.
But that's just it. You need to look at yourself in the mirror, and especially if the first step out doesn't work out.
Yes. Yes.
Or the third step out, whatever. Like, at some
Right.
point, if one of those things doesn't work out, to just own it as a learning opportunity and say, gosh, what did I learn about myself? Because I had said this on this podcast thing to this woman that I was working with, Marlene is her name.
Yes.
It was like, if I had just paid more attention along the way, like, there was a point in my life where I woke up to what I really need.
Yes. Yes.
I was kind of just going along.
Yeah.
Just doing my thing, but I wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to encourage my kids, like, as you try things out, tell me what you loved about it, and tell me what you didn't like about it.
Right.
And start to look for patterns, because they're there, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, ultimately, you can plan until you're blue in the face, thinking, I know everything about what I'm getting myself into. You won't know until you're in it.
You won't know.
So
Absolutely.
it's all about grace for yourself, I think.
And
Because no one else is going to give it to you.
And after maybe making a mistake and knowing that something needed to change again, and knowing those same people who were very uncertain in my year of Shara were going to ask again, I wasn't 100% confident in my answers. And that has to be okay too. I said it confidently.
Right.
And I said it until it became easier, and it became my truth.
Truer. Right.
Yep.
And it was
felt
always
okay.
true.
Because when you make a mistake, it takes a little time to really, dive into what that mistake looked like, and then realize it probably wasn't a mistake. And
Grieve it a little bit.
Exactly.
Because the feelings can't be shoved away.
No, right.
But you can try.
Yes.
Which we tend to do, right? Like, well, I just know it wasn't a mistake. But yeah, okay, maybe it was.
Right.
And
and nobody in the moment is able to have the right feelings and say the right things, but you maybe know what you should feel.
Yeah.
What it probably will end up feeling like when your heart still doesn't flutter and your a lump doesn't get in your throat, but practice saying it very confidently.
Yeah, and be honest about it. Because so that's the whole thing, I think, is that so many of us are walking around trying to project that things are all okay and that everything looks good.
Right.
And ultimately, it's not about how it looks. It's about what you actually learn, what you actually experience.
Yes.
And giving yourself that grace. I damn straight want to give this to my kids.
Yes.
I want my kids to try everything.
No.
And
not
at some
feel...
point it becomes, well, that's a weird decision. At some point, like you said, we become adults, and then everything's supposed to somehow level out.
Yes. Thompson, my son, just had a quiz from health class, and it was the love languages. That was fantastic that they are giving to this in school. He's 13, 7th grade, and I thought, well, okay, first of all, 13-year-old boys do not know their feelings anyways, but good exercise, and in there it would say, when your parents do these things, choose one of the two things it would list. When do you feel, how do you feel that they're showing love? And one of them was like a pat on the back, or when they don't judge what I'm saying. I thought, well, isn't it our job as parents to judge? Right? That it gets to a point where he has his own feelings. He has his own thoughts.
Ooh,
And
I'm
I
gonna
need to
struggle with
let
that,
him,
Shara.
I just need to let him do that. And everything I'm judging him about is based on my own experience as a
Projection.
Yes, it's projection as a 13-year-old girl. What did I feel? Well, it's totally different now. So just try to take that into consideration when you're talking with people and also how they felt when they didn't like a job.
They're filtering it through their own experience. That's what we do.
Absolutely.
So if nothing else, what I hope people can take away from this is both a better grip on how to handle it when you're doing something that maybe is kind of out of mainstream.
Yep.
And then to think twice about how we respond
Yes.
when somebody's going through something, because that's the whole thing. And in the episode with my friend Jenny, we talked about how when you share something like on social media, let's say, and it's a hurt, you tend to get people that have never experienced it, so they think something's wrong with you. They had it a lot worse, so they think you're whining, right? Like, there's all these things. And I just said, why not just say, I see you.
Yes.
I see you. I see your pain. I see that it hurts, and I'm here for you.
That's
Not
it.
you're doing it right or you're doing it wrong, because there isn't a right or wrong. So I think hopefully in hearing this, again, you're a confident woman. I've always tended, I kind of lost it a little bit when I moved home. I was like, oh my God. But if we feel that way, I want people to know that it's perfectly normal to feel that way and to expect the judgment, because it's not that people weren't raised right. It's not that they don't have tact. They just don't know what they don't know.
No, right. So be kind to everybody. You just don't know.
And just honor what they're feeling. Like you don't have to agree or disagree with it. Just
don't have to solve
hold
it either.
Yes. No. Right. And that's when you want someone to help you solve it, you'll go to somebody really close to you and say, help me figure this out. But generally speaking, people are just telling you their stuff. They don't need you to fix it for them.
Yes, they'll ask for help when it's done.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks for this discussion. It's great.
I love you so
I love you
much.
too. It's so fun. Hey, it's fun too.
All done.